My Little Pony smut fan fiction. Pinkie Pie x Rainbow Dash. It was a hot spring morning, sun shining, birds chirping. Everyone in Ponyville was doing something to prepare for the upcoming scheduled storm that evening. Well, everyone but Pinkie. Pinkie had no idea what to do. Mr. and Mrs. Cake were out of town that day with pound cake and pumpkin cake. Sugar Cube Corner was also closed that day due to the upcoming weather that evening. Pinkie Pie's friends were all at Twilight's castle, except two Pinkie, of course, but Dashie was probably taking her usual nap. "What have I got to lose?" said Pinkie Pie. "It's not like I have anything else important to do." And with that, Pinkie slowly started to hop all the way to Dashie's house. After what seemed like forever, Pinkie finally made it to where Dashie's house was. There was one thing Pinkie forgot. There was absolutely no way Pinkie was going to see Dashie that day. Her house was at least 900 feet in the air, and Pinkie couldn't fly. Might as well leave now anyway. It's already 4 p.m. and the storm will be starting at 5:30 p.m., Pinkie Pie thought to herself. When Pinkie Pie was just about ready to hop her way back home, an idea popped into her head. I got it. I might have enough time to get enough balloons and float to Dashie's house before the storm starts. Because Pinkie Pie didn't have enough time to go all the way back to Sugar Cube Corner, then back to Dashie's house with balloons, she just went to the nearby market and bought some. And this man can't spell bot. B-O-U-T. That's how they spell bot. Alright. Luckily, Pinkie always carried a stash of bits with her in that wild mane of hers. She was able to buy more than enough balloons to get her off the ground enough to Dashie's house. With that, Pinkie rushed back to where Dashie's house is and tied the array of balloons tightly to her back, then started to float right up. In several minutes, Pinkie had made it to where Dashie's air fortress was, and to pop the balloons she took Fernando a straw from her straw collection and popped the balloons. I'm sure glad to have you with me, Fernando." What the hell? Pinkie then floated toward the soft, fluffy clouds. She walked towards the door, and without knocking, she walked straight through the door. Okay, she walked through the door, and without knocking, she walked straight through the door. Redundancy, man. Then began searching. She has to be here somewhere. Then all of a sudden, with a swift rush, the door with punctuation. Alright. Then all of a sudden, with a swift rush, the door opened quickly, and came through the door was a bright-colored Pegasus mare with a rainbow mane, Dashie. As soon as Dashie came into the house, she spotted Pinkie right away. Pinkie? What in the world are you doing here?" "Oh, I was just looking for you, Dashie. What are you doing here?" Pinkie, this is my house." "Ah, right. I just got back with helping the weather team out with preparing for the storm. Hey, speaking of the storm, I know I just got back, but you should get back to Sugar Cube Corner. The storm is going to start soon." Then, almost as on cue, loud thunder exploded through the air along with purple streaks of lightning, and grayish water drops poured from the gray chaos-looking clouds. "I think it's a little too late for you to go home now. I think you should spend the night here. Surely the storm will clear by the morning." "Okay, sounds fun." "If you say so. You can have my bed tonight. I'll sleep with Tank on the couch, I guess." By nightfall, Dashie and Pinkie went to their beds, yawning tiredly. "Good night, Pinkie."
"Good night, Dashie."
5 hours later, at 2 a.m., as Pinkie was in a deep sleep, snoring away, a earth-shaking bolt of lightning hit the top of Dashie's house. Pinkie screamed. "Oh wait, it was just lightning. Maybe I should get something to drink. Get something to drink in Dashie's fridge. I'm sure she won't mind." Pinkie walked slowly and carefully to Dashie's kitchen, being sure not to awake Dashie. When she finally got near the fridge, she suddenly heard a loud moan from what was coming from Dashie. Huh? What was that? Pinkie then decides to investigate. She follows the noise of the moans. She then comes up to a room she's never been in before at Dashi's house and opens the door a crack. Pinky then sees Dashi laying down on a bed, stroking her nether regions. As Pinky thinks it's impolite to watch, she closes the door, but the door cracks and makes a sound. Huh? What was that? Who's there? Dashi then gets up and flies towards the door, opens it quickly and sees Pinky staring at her. Dashi then lands on the ground, all four hooves, her wings straight up and walking towards Pinky slowly. Dashi is so close now that Pinky and her are practically breathing the same air, both blushing. Out of nowhere, Pinky softly touches her lips to Dashi. When she releases, Dashi stares at her in surprise and then starts to kiss Pinky right on the lips. Not too gentle, not too hard, but just right. The two mares have been enjoying this kiss for at least 3 minutes. Dang. Then out of nowhere, Dashi whispers into Pinky's ear, "Follow me." Pinky responds with a soft, "Okay," as Dashi leads Pinky into the room she was in before. When Pinky enters the room, the two mares start to brutally kiss each other. Dashi then starts to kiss Pinky's neck, then her chest. Then she tells Pinky to get on bed and lay on her back. Pinky does this without question. When Dashi inches closer to Pinky's nether regions, she can smell a sweet smell glazed onto her clit. The sweet smell leads Dashi to slowly put her tongue onto Pinky's clit and rubbing her tongue on it slowly in perfect small circles. Pinky then moans softly, which tells Dashi to go faster. The louder and more Pinky moans, the deeper and faster Dashi goes. As Dashi takes in the sweet taste of Pinky's juices, her hoof then starts to inch closer to her own nether regions and starts rubbing. Dashi no longer listens to Pinky's moans. She just lets her tongue go straight into her vagina hole, sucking more and more. As she does this, she rubs her own vagina faster and faster. After a while, Pinky tells Dashi to stop and tells her to get onto the bed. Pinky sees chains on the ground, which would fit perfectly over the bed rails and Dashi's hooves. She clasps the chains over Dashi's upper hooves, then onto the bed rail. Pinky starts to kiss Dashi from her face, then to her nether regions. Once at her nether regions, she starts to lick up and down her clit slowly and softly. Then Dashi moans, which tells Pinky to go faster. As Dashi moans, Pink goes faster, soon to rub her own vagina. Pinky then starts to put her whole mouth onto Dashi's clit and starts to suck harder. Then she starts and looks around the room. In the corner, Pinky sees a black belt, which she goes to pick up, then walk back to Rainbow Dash. She starts licking Dashi's clit again, but then starts slapping her with the belt. This goes on for a while until the two mares get tired and cuddle up on the cloudy bed. What? Is that was it? Alright. You know what? Don't ever have me...